Hi, my name is Kate. I'm also known as Two Little Kits, and welcome to my FlossTube. So, I've been feeling a bit better, as in I've been better, but I've got stuff that I can share, and it'll probably be a really quick FlossTube because of this situation going on. But let's get started. So first, I guess I'll explain what's been happening in the last 2 weeks. The day that I posted my FlossTube, I had it all scheduled to post, thankfully, because I had a really busy morning on the Monday that it did post. So yeah, I scheduled everything to go live when it all did. And while that was happening, I was going to see my surgeon to do a 2-week post-op appointment. Turns out he wanted to send me straight to the hospital because I was severely dehydrated and very undernourished and just not doing very well, basically. And so I was able to go home, get some things like, clean change of underwear and some stitching and just a bag to take with me to the hospital. And then I went back into Seattle and was admitted and was there for 4 days. In the end, after an x-ray with contrast fluid and an endoscopy, I woke up from that with this situation going on. So I have a feeding tube that is currently going past my stomach, or my pouch as they call it, because I had bariatric surgery, going straight into my intestines because I have internal swelling at the new connection that they made with the surgery. And because of that swelling, I was not able to keep anything down, especially my medication. I was just having a really, really tough time of life. Basically, I was getting barely 10 ounces of water a day and barely, 100 ml of protein shake in a day. It was pretty dire. So yeah, my last week, as in the week before this one, was pretty tough, pretty rough, but I'm doing a bit better now. I'm struggling with the feeding tube because you might be able to hear that I've got a really raspy voice. It's like it's chafing, the feeding tube is chafing in my throat constantly. That's one reason why this is going to be a short FlossTube, because talking hurts a lot. But I didn't want to miss a FlossTube again, so here I am. But yeah, I'm doing all right. It's still hard to swallow stuff, especially my medication. But it's slowly getting better, and fingers crossed that I'll be able to get this taken out in a couple of weeks. It'll be at least 2.5 more weeks, I'm pretty sure, which sucks, but it is what it is. So let's move on before I have to abort this FlossTube completely without finishing properly. As you probably saw from the thumbnail, I got some new samples of some merch that I'm excited about. I got a sticker of my newest design. So that's just a vinyl sticker, which I'll probably put on a water bottle because that's kind of the thing to do. I got my mum, well that's the other thing that's happening, which I'll talk about later, is my mum and her husband are here visiting, so that's exciting. But I ordered her a hoodie, a zip-up hoodie with the My Heart design on it. So that's embroidered, which is pretty cool. And she hasn't seen it yet, so hopefully she thinks it's pretty cool too. She's out on a walk right now. So there's that one. And then I got myself a t-shirt with the list design on it. And I got that in navy. So yeah, I even got a size down because I am losing weight, obviously, for obvious reasons. I mean, you have weight loss surgery, you kind of hope that you lose weight. So yeah, all the samples that you can, the sample orders that you can do through Printful, which is where I get all of my merch stuff done, you can order 3 things per month. So 3 things. Alright, I've just had to blow my nose, because the other thing that's happening, because this is all happening with my nose as well, is my nose is constantly running, so that's fun. Anyway, let's move on to some works in progress, which I've got quite a few of. Not as many as last time. I've got this one that I'll just move my needle minder because it's in the way. I run out of the green that needs to finish up here, so I need to make a trip to the craft store pretty soon. But I also took out the grey that I missed from the project pouch, so I'm missing a spot in there as well. But this one's coming along nicely. It looks much better like far away in my opinion, but that's sort of the point. And hopefully the writing will look really nice too. So there's that one. Next is my car project, which I've done a fair bit on. I'm up to the pink now. This is FlossyFoxShop Village in the Valley map, which is just, yeah, very cute. It'll be even cuter once I get through a couple more colours and you can see things a bit better, in my opinion. And the first one that I showed you is a pattern that I'm working on, where the piece itself is going to be a gift for someone. So there's 2. I've done a tiny bit of work on this one since I last shared it, mostly because I got okay, so I just had a phone call and I don't know what I just said, so I'm just gonna pick up where I think I left off. So the next work in progress I have is one that I haven't done a lot of work on, but I got one of the missing colors for. So this is it here. So the missing color was this brown that was part of the dog. But this is pretty close to being finished. I honestly should work on this. I need to collect the colors for the hair, and I think I've got everything else for it. So yeah, maybe I should get my button to gear and next FlossTube it'll be done. Fingers crossed. The next work in progress is another portrait that I'm working on, which I've done a little bit on. I worked a little bit in the hospital on this one. So this is just one that I'm gifting to someone I follow on Instagram, like I've sort of done in the past. And yeah, it's going to be a little bit different from my usual, but I think it'll be cute once it's done. Try and shove these back in. I'll put that one there because I need to get colours for hair. Stay. And the last work in progress is my flower field. So here it is, yay! So as you can see, maybe, yesterday we had a tiny bit of snow and I decided to run with it and stitch that we had snow because there was like flurries in the air. I'm like, that counts, damn it. There's no snow sticking to the ground, but I see snow in the air, and that's important because I don't, like, it could be the last time that I actually stitch snow on this, because last year we didn't get any snow, you know, in the colder end of the year months. We just had snow in January and February. So yeah, I've had two flowers that are now the same. So last time I had 2 that were this one and this one that I stitched 2 of, and now I've done this one and this one that match with both color and pattern. But I'm still missing 1 flower design that I haven't stitched, and I'm pretty sure it's 3 colors still that I haven't rolled and stitched with. So that's pretty cool and interesting. Like, that's what's cool about a random roll of a dice. Like, It could be that for the entire year, there's one color that I just don't stitch with. Like, that could happen. RNG, baby. So I don't have any finished pieces this FlossTube, which is fine. There are some works in progress that I haven't touched, such as the Stitches tarot card and what's the other one? Oh yeah, the embroidery piece that you would have seen last FlossTube. I didn't work on those because I left them here. I decided to try and focus a little bit more on other works in progress. I have been having the itch though to collect everything and start stitching one of my samplers. So either the Firefly or the Stranger Things ones that I already have as a work in progress, or the Office one that I haven't even started, but just like, I want to do this, I want to have my own copy of it, which is so silly. I've been working on a new merch design that will be releasing at the start of March. Like I said, either last FlossTube or on Instagram or both, I can't remember which. At the start of a new month, I'm aiming this year to release a new design for merchandise and apparel. So this month was this one, which is called Cool Vibes, which you can find all of the products with that design on my website. The next one, I can't remember what it's called. Oh, it's called My Therapy, and I will put up a mock-up of what it looks like so that you can get hyped for it, and that'll be on a t-shirt and some merchandise and maybe a jumper, but I might do a jumper like later in the year for it because we're coming into warmer months and most of my customers are in northern hemisphere, so it makes sense. Yeah, and there's not really much else that's been going on, to be honest. Like I said, I was in the hospital for 4 days last week, and that really like took a lot out of me. And then on this past Tuesday, my mum and her husband have come to visit for 2 weeks, which is like, is awesome to have them here, but such bad timing because of all this nonsense that's going on. So I'm pretty bummed about that like I have complications post-surgery. But yeah, like I said, it's really nice to have them here and nice to have the girls see their grandparents again, because it's been a year for them to see my mum, so their nanny, and it's been a year and a half since they last saw their grandpa, so my stepdad technically, but you know, they got married when I was almost 30, so I don't really call him my stepdad. He's just Howard. Yeah, they're excited to hang out with them, and which is lovely to see. I need to take more photos. I need to do better with that. I'm hoping to get out of the house with the 6 of us either this weekend or next week, because next week is is midwinter break, and so the girls don't have school, which was why they came here now. You know, they came at the last week of school before break so that they can get over jet lag and then be here for the full week that they don't have school before they go. Like, it was all planned. This wasn't planned. Alright, anyway, I don't think there's anything else major that's going on, and my throat is killing me. So thank you so much for watching. I'm going to leave it there for this FlossTube. Apologies that it's likely really short, but it's been nice to share what I've done in the last 2 weeks, and I'll have to find some time to edit this before Monday. Fingers crossed. Thanks so much for watching. I will see you around the internet. Bye.